Welcome to COMANDOLIN. Today, Christmas time is here from the 1965 Charlie Brown special and the spectacular Vince Guarldi soundtrack, which my whole life, that's the sound of Christmas, is the Charlie Brown soundtrack. And certainly chief among them is this song, which, as luck would have it, translates great to the 8-stringer, so it's going to fit in great here. Hey, before we jump right in, be sure to subscribe down below. COMANDOLIN, there's a lot of these lessons and tutorials and things. There'll be the usual links, of course, for the Patreon, Facebook page, the merch store for your hoodies and stickers and so forth. What am I forgetting? Oh, of course, let me know where you're watching from in the world so I can put a pin on my map for you. But I can't wait to show you this one, so let's dive right in here. All right, so here's the full arrangement of what we're learning today. So let's dive right in here. Starts out with this really cool little intro. What we're doing here, 2nd fret of the G, 5th fret of the D, 3rd of the A, as always, notice the fingerings, and the open E. So, and then just reach up here, grab the 5th fret of the G, the C note, and 3rd fret of the A, the octave, up C note. So, and now 3rd fret on the G string, middle 2 open, and then again the octave C's 5th and 3rd here. So just go back and forth. It's time for what I guess is the verse. Alright, let's look at this part. What we're doing, this is I believe this is an F major 7th, but 2nd fret of the G, middle 2 on the 3rd fret, gotta kind of cram your fingers in there. And most importantly, because it's the melody note, the high open E string. And just come back to the 3rd fret here. Your finger's already there, so just hit that twice. Then down to this cool sounding chord, 6th fret of the G, 3rd on the D, open A. Sometimes, just for fun, sometimes I'll let the chord sit there, or other times I'll just kind of palm mute the strings and just pick the notes. Just to mix it up. Simplify. Either way, it's fun to interchange. Next phrase, Of course, I'm just going to tab it out the simplest way. I'm just going to tab out this. But just know the option is there if you want to play with those notes. All right, next, let's look at the next phrase here. What we're doing here, this nice little walk down. Bunch of cool sounding 2-finger chords here. 4th of the G, 3rd of the D, open A. And just come back to your 3rd fret of the D twice. Move it down to the 2nd fret. And you're going to hit one time, because the melody is just up to the 5th fret here. But when you hit that note on the 5th fret, also pick up the 2nd fret of the G here. And then back to that 2nd fret twice. So, now, 1st fret, this little chord, open D where you're kind of walking to, but just also the 3rd fret of the G string. Back and forth between the 3rd and the open. And you're going to land on this chord, barring all the strings, on the 3rd fret, and then reach up and grab the 5th fret on the D. So that little phrase. So far, here's where we've got. Alright, moving on. What we're doing here, 6th fret of the G, 6th fret of the D, you kind of have to cram them in there. There's a lot of that going on this song. And 3rd fret of the A. And then coming back again to the middle note of the chord, 6 of the D string, twice. Back to the 3rd of the A. And here's this cool sounding chord, 1, 2, 3, just kind of walking up the strings there. And you can hit just those 3 notes. Or if you hit the high E there, kind of sounds dreamy. Again, you can kind of pick them, or just let the chord hang there. So we do that twice. Whoops, didn't do that very well. There's just a couple times here where you really got to cram them in. So here's the next phrase. So up to this little part. So 4th fret of the G, 4th of the D, and for just one beat, you got to get that 3rd fret of the A underneath there. And once you get it, you just hit it once and then lift that A string note off. And hit the open A twice. Back to the 3rd fret. We're going to change our chord underneath it, where it's still 3rd here, 4th here, but we've dropped this string down to the 2nd. Basically that string just went from here down to here. So, and again, let go and hit the open A twice. Down to the 1st fret on the A, and hit it again with the bottom 2 strings open. And we're just going to go 1 to open, 5 on the D, and back to the open. So you just walk that little melody down. Then ending up here, 3rd fret of the G, middle 2 open. So that's all the parts where it goes back into the first part. just like before, and then again it does this walk down. But at the very end here, it ends on that first chord that we started with. 2, 5, 3. It does kind of a tremolo thing as it kind of fades out. You know, the first time we went through this at the beginning of the song, it went to that chord, but here at the end, so. Give it a nice little thing at the end there. Super nice, such a great song. All right, did you get it? Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next time.